Last week, WWE Raw said goodbye to The Rock. We said goodbye to the final boss. This week, though, WWE Raw says goodbye to over 500,000 viewers. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. The Raw ratings are in. We were all wondering what they would do. Could they hold on to that good rating that they got last week after WrestleMania? Well, the answer to that is no. And to be honest, I think that us two here on this channel, we knew that. I think that most people clued in about the wrestling world that knew that. And I think it was just obvious. You lose The Rock. Last week's show wasn't particularly great. And then this week's show, this week's show was an average show. It was like a mid-card show. And I'm not surprised that the ratings have went down. Maybe a bit surprised at how much they went down. I thought they would have lost maybe 500,000 gradually, maybe over the course of a couple of weeks, but it didn't even take that long. They've went from 2.362 million last week to 1.8 million this week. So big drop off. In total, 555,000 viewers. So 555 is the magic number. They say 666 is the devil. Well, maybe McMahon, it's the WWE devil. 555. Tuning out on Monday Night Raw.
They've lost pretty much your average AEW viewership, you could argue.
Almost, yep, almost.
In the middle between Collision and Dynamite, which just shows you the gulf though in the company, doesn't it? The WWE can lose a number like that.
Yeah, but it's not a good thing.
No, it's not. It's horrendous.
23%, so almost a full quarter of the audience. So 25% of the people that tuned in last week were like, I ain't tuning in this week.
No wonder though. You know The Rock's away. You've got Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest and fucking Sami Zayn and Jey Uso saying yeet, and they went yeet. See you later. Good night.
Chad Gable pretending he's Kurt Angle. Is that what people are? Do people care about
DIY
that?
pretending they're DX.
It's all a bunch of pretend shite at the end of the day. Where's the real stars? We don't have them. So, a little bit of info then. Raw did 1.807 million viewers. The demo was 0.61. Raw was the #1 program on cable television for Monday night. So, congratulations, I guess, to that. They done better in the demographic than the women's NBA basketball draft. Now, I'm not too sure if that is worth bragging about. Overall, the women's draft actually done more viewers than Raw, but Raw had a higher demo. So Raw did a 0.61 in the demo. The women's NBA draft did a 0.58. But the women's NBA draft overall did 2.46 million viewers. So, yeah, that's the state of wrestling these days. We have the women's NBA draft outdrawn WWE Raw. This would never happen back in the day. I don't think McMahon would have let this happen back in the day. How could you have Austin on a show back in the day getting outdrawn by women's basketball? It just doesn't make fucking sense to me.
No, women's basketball, notorious for being awful. Notorious for not being anywhere near.
All women's sports are notorious for being awful. Let's keep that real here. But, I'm sick of people saying that...
Yeah, but there's other women's sports that can do reasonably well.
Tennis. Tennis is a pretty...
I would say the WNBA compared to the men's counterpart, not in terms of, ability, because there's a clear gulf. In terms of viewership, money will probably be the biggest gulf you will see.
Oh yeah,
alongside
definitely.
Soccer, but even then, I would say with the WNBA, it's like they're on absolute peanuts. If you can look at Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. I know they're gone, but well, one of them's gone, but some of them are still here, buddy. But what's that guy called? LeBron James,
That's
that guy.
Him, aye.
I couldn't. See if he offered me 10 grand right now to name a WNBA, I'd be like, what?
Oh God, what?
Hopefully Shaquille O'Neal cut his balls off or something.
That one, Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner?
The one that got arrested in Russia or something.
Aye, well, there you go then.
There you go, boom.
That's what it takes though for a bit of exposure.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, let's have a wee look then at the comparison. So this week is down 23% from last week. So, like I said, 555,000 viewers. Not good. It is actually trailing the last 4 weeks as well. So on average, the last 4 weeks, Monday Night Raw did 1.89 million. This week it did 1 0.807 million. So we're already down over the last 4 weeks, and you know the rating's going to get worse. The further away we get from WrestleMania, this rating's going to go worse and worse. Now, maybe when CM Punk comes back, we can... But even then, I think when Punk comes back, he will do high quarters, there's no doubt about that, but I still think the overall rating's still going to go down.
It's harder to drag up a show when it's 3 hours than 2.
Yeah, especially when you're one person, and WWE don't tend to put you in multiple segments these days. Like back in the day, you would have had your top stars featured maybe 4 or 5 times throughout a show. But now they don't tend to do that. They tend to just give everybody a segment and then move you on. So I think Raw, a couple of months in Raw, will be doing about 1.5 again. I think that's what's going to happen.
Oh, easily, I think so.
Then the football starts and you're getting closer to...
Bear in mind what they do with the draft though. I don't know where Cody Rhodes is going to land. Not that he's a big massive draw compared to Damian Priest, but... or is he? Because if Damian Priest continues to be the solo guy on Raw... But then, it's going to have the effect either way. What you would say is, are they going to favour Raw considering they're moving to Netflix and then that will become the A show? But SmackDown's dropping off Fox at the end of the year too, so what show's going to become the number 2?
What show is the A show? The show that's on live cable every week, or the show that's on a streaming platform?
I would say the show on live cable.
I'm actually shocked that WWE's taken Raw off Netflix. I thought they would have maybe tried that with like an NXT, experimented with that. I mean, WWE always brag about Raw being...
Even put their pay-per-views on Netflix or something.
WWE always brag about Raw being the longest reigning weekly episodic cable television series, and will that record go?
I guess it will. It won't be on cable anymore.
Well, these ratings breakdowns will go.
I mean, in the UK, maybe it's technically still on cable, but I mean, in America, it's not. And... I don't know. It's going to be weird seeing it on Netflix.
It's going to be
How's
weird.
the YouTube clips going to work and all that stuff? People are going to be able to react to them? They even going to exist? Because Netflix is dodgy, like when it comes to uploading clips.
Are we even real there? I would imagine WWE can upload it because they've got it's their fucking content. Like,
yeah, but TV shows don't do it.
Well, that will be interesting to see if Netflix are saying to WWE, right, maybe they'll tell them you have to wait a certain period of time before you can air this. You can't upload anything.
Yeah, I'm sure Triple H went over it with his big nose. Even if it was shadowing half the page.
That is very, very true. Anyway, the demo from this week compared to last week is down 27%. I think that's a lot of people tuning in last week to see The Rock, and they're like, well, this week, nah, you're alright.
Demi Devil. I mean, that's horrendous.
So yeah, 27% down. That's not great. Overall, though, if we look, let's look at the clips then. So we'll have a wee look at the clips. So as of today at 8 a.m, so just after 8 a.m, so that means that these clips would have been uploaded for about approximately a day and a half.
Yep.
We'll say a day and a half. So these clips have been uploaded for almost a day and a half, and none of them broke the million barrier. Whereas I believe last week we had multiple clips over 1 million with The Rock.
Yeah, I mean,
CM Punk as well last week.
Cody Rhodes is, I mean, he's just thanking Jey Uso. What did he do? The one on SmackDown, he's addressing who his next challenger's going to be. Bit clickbaity. Like, it's literally self-explanatory here. He literally does just thank Jey Uso and he says no yeet and then leaves.
Yeah, and then you look at SmackDown, I'm pretty sure they labelled it Cody Rhodes calls it The Rock or something.
No, but see these people that say Triple H isn't a draw. Him just whipping out new belts, look at the number it got.
Aye, so
he's just revealing new tag team championships.
And people will say, oh, it's not nothing to do with Triple H. I guarantee you, if it was just Adam Pearce whipping out these new belts, this clip wouldn't have had 745,000 views.
It would probably be 8th. It would be low.
So we need to keep that in mind. Rhea Ripley vacating the belt. Got 918,000.
Even look at the Sheamus thing. Sheamus delivers a banger against Ivar. I mean, who? That's actually what they worded the clip, by the way. Is Tony Khan in charge of these clips?
Now, for me, I would be like, Sheamus makes his return to WWE. That's how I would label it. I think whoever is... I think the media and the marketing people in WWE maybe need to hire Fog Wrestling, because Sheamus has been gone for a while. Who delivers a banger against fucking Ivar of all people? It's not like it's Sheamus delivers a banger against Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's fucking Ivar. This should have been Sheamus makes long awaited return, or Sheamus makes shock return to WWE.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like,
But
look at all the returns in the past, man. They didn't fuck. You know, you can see when Jericho came out in '99. They didn't be like, oh, Jericho delivers banger against Dean Malenko. You know,
yeah, we have Sami Zayn making an electric hometown entrance. 365,000 views. The main event was Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. Only fifth though in the YouTube clip rankings with 476,000 views. So yeah, just I mean, it is what it is. Just not. It wasn't an action-packed Raw, but this is kind of the roster that we've got. It is what it is. I mean, The Rock's not going to be there. Roman Reigns is never there. CM Punk's always injured. I mean, Drew McIntyre, I think, featured for like 10 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, you just look at it though.
Why was Drew not on this show losing his fucking head after last week?
Like, Jey Uso against Finn Balor, that is your world title feud right there. Because it's Jey Uso taking on the Judgment Day. It's, who faction holds the belt. Then you've got Sami Zayn against Chad Gable, which is literally your main event. And it's like, the numbers are pathetic. They are. I mean, this is WWE, this is Raw. For 30 years.
Yeah, you laughed about it, but they're not much higher than Sheamus delivering a banger against Ivar.
No, but that's...
I think that's actually pathetic.
No, because Sheamus is a bigger draw than all of them. I'm not going to pretend he ain't.
I just think that's mad that you look at those clips and you've got Jey Uso, Finn Balor, 502, Gable, Sami Zayn, 476, and then Sheamus, Ivar, 468. I mean, there's nothing really between those three clips, and your world title feud, man, should be smoking a match against Ivar, but I mean, it is what it is. Maybe Sheamus should be in the world title picture, who knows? Celtic Warrior.
Aye, alright, good stuff. Mammy.
Sheamus, laddie. Anyway, that's it, guys. There's your Raw ratings. We will break it down when the quarter hours come out. I'm excited to see what the quarter hours look like. I like looking at the quarter hours because it means that we actually have a legitimate reason to bury the people we don't like, and you know, it's just not...
pretend that they didn't put something good on.
Aye, so yeah, we can actually... when the quarter hours come out, our opinions go out the window and the facts come to the... They come to the forefront, aye. So we'll catch you in the quarter hour ratings, guys. Till next time, though, been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching, and peace.